Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks.
The kickoff for Seattle.
Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stroud off the play fake. On target to his back, Joe Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Throw right side. Dell has it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Here we go.
Stroud off of play action. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
So that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Completed over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. He's got it, complete to Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
From the gun, Stroud. Into traffic, complete! And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
8th play to drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Shotgun now for Stroud. And oh, he got it! Interception!
Play swings bigger than that one right there. That throw looked destined for 6, and instead, it gets intercepted by the defense. The only way to get bigger is if he somehow returned it 100-plus yards for 6 the other way. But what a gigantic swing of emotion.
And progress finally halted after he picks up the chunk.
And those are the completions they rely on in the passing game.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Go play action here. It's Milrow. He puts some juice on a deep throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Low finding his back, Mixon. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Dude, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain.
1st and 10 from the 41.
First down, Texans.
Here's Stroud again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Get that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Trying again, following the sack. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Stroud now. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Working quickly here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Cut by Collins on the slant. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Short pass brought in. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. Time for our 2nd quarter. The Texans with a chance to score.
Here we go.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Stroud. Oh, he's got it, it's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Now Stroud on 3rd and goal. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
Up and good from Fairbairn. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Pistol now for Milrow. Rolling out to his left. Now he's going to fire it deep left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Milrow from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Defense's first sack of the game, Kate. We can now see some of the negatives, the trade-offs of his great running ability. When he tries to create, well, he can find himself going backwards, and in this case, a really big loss.
And it's the dime package on 3rd down by the Texans. Extra DBs on the field. He fires one deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy's having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact. You couldn't do it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Try getting it to Nico Collins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Azareye'h Thomas.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Dragon 60, Panther 11, Viking 18.
Second and 10 now. He throws a bullet to the set. This is brought in at the 15. It will go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. They fired off the line, knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
The Texans going with a dime set here. We've got 6 DBs for 3rd down.
Bronco 8, hurt. Nineteen tight.
Shotgun now for Milrow. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent. One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good, get into that rhythm, and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it sets up 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. He's got it, complete to Collins. To him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And off here to Mixon. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it. Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football. Just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, it is a ton of yards.
An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Connects downfield, on target to Dell. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stroud. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to get this down to the 13. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Again, Stroud. That one connects. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Mixon will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. From the gun, Milrow. It's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. It's from the right hash, 46 yards.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile till they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
Here's Smith on the return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Go street. Bronco 80.
Off the play fake, Milrow. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left. He's got it deep downfield. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow the lead coming out of halftime.
I know you got a mixed he looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun now, first round. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, they kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Hits him on the out route. And before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Out of the shotgun, a give to Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st down, Stroud. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Now it's Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Flush down now to his left. Taking a big shot to the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud again. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That's a bummer right there, Kate. Nothing early open on that down. And I'd much rather see him try to go forward, keep 4th down and play. Taking that big a loss, it really rules out that kind of decision.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Panther 60.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Buying some time left. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up.
Now, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
This is Walker on second. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Fits it through the middle. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's fourth and maybe a yard.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Milrow to throw on fourth. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yuck on top of him.
Walker reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Into traffic, complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it sets up a Houston first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw by Stroud. Gets it quickly to Noel. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
First down, Houston.
To the air, Stroud. Gets him on the in route. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. It's the Texans with the football and a chance to do a little window dressing here in the 4th. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes it seems breaking the great coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal.
Fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it. Someone punched it out. And it looks like the offense was there to recover it. They're inside the 5. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on 3rd. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, before before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Okay, break.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
No, ready. 60 Vikings. Ready.
Drive begins with a walk or run. They'll get this up to the 18-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That has got to be so demoralizing for that defense. You pin it back. It's a terrible field position. You run the ball, they run it right down your throat and move the chains. That stings.
Milrow with it on 1st. Pass it downfield, working the left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60.
Pistol now for Milrow. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Big game downfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep adding that fourth-quarter lead. Myers to add the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage.
Oh, brother, it's another interception. That is Nick Emenwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
60 Bobcat. Go.
Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, look at this, here he goes. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Hawk 70, Hawk.
Walker on 1st down. Still going past the 40, past the 20. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks continue piling it on here in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
These These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Here's Stroud now. Here's a screen now for Chubb. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. On the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds. It looks like they might have a shot block, but they're going to be left 2 yards short now. It's fourth down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot if you end up just short on that third down?
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Texans just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Again, Stroud. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, third and long. Shotgun now for Stroud. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Hits him on the out route. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something that'll go get that first down. They couldn't do it right there.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Seahawks continue adding to an insurmountable lead. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, first and 10. Now it's Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And it'll be first and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass game, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes. And what a difference it can make for an offense.
Running Mixon out of the gun. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, Tom. He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stings.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now 4 seconds left. We've got a timeout. Not that the final play is going to change the outcome, but we will get one more snap. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. One final shot here. And that'll chip away some of this near the end. It's caught for a touchdown. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Miami Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready?
All right, one more snap to play here.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
20 left. Here's Walker. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th.
We in Miami and we ballin'.